Okay, now that you know what variables are and how to assign values to variables, let's do a quick activity. Okay, and the activity is to swap the values of two variables. Okay, so you have two variables here, first and last. Okay, first is a string variable which contains the value somewhere. Okay, last is also a string variable which contains the value over the rainbow. So if you print first and print last, this will print somewhere and this will print over the rainbow, right? Now, what you have to do is you have to swap the values of these variables so that when you print this again, print first, this will say, now this will say over the rainbow, and this will say somewhere. So the values are simply flipped. Okay, first now contains over the rainbow and last contains somewhere. Okay, now the condition is you cannot assume that you know what the values are. Okay, so in this case you obviously know the first contains the value somewhere and last contains the value over the rainbow. Okay, but you have to program in a way that this applies to any variable, any value first and last. Okay, so you cannot just say, for example, first equals over the rainbow and last equals somewhere. You cannot say that. Okay, let me emphasize this. Cannot do that. Cannot do this. Cannot do this. So you cannot just assume that you cannot just manually switch these. Okay, you cannot use these values. You cannot assume that you know these values. Okay, so that's the only condition.